Washington. I go by the acronym of Bamr, if you haven't heard it already. It stands for Becoming a Man Righteously. The root of that name, basically, I work a lot with the youth ministry at my church right now, Calvary Christian Center, Sacramento, California. You know, my work, I try and tell stories, basically. Stories that inspire youth, you know, to maybe switch up their role in life. Maybe they're out in the streets running around and things like that. You know, have them get that complete 360 turnaround. Just showing them that there is another way to do things in life. You know, see, myself, African American, I'm an artist. You know, I paint things that you don't typically see in African American painting. You know, ideas that come from up here, and I don't know where else they come from. You know what I mean? It's just inspired by some higher being. You know, let's call him God. So yeah, for sure. Alright, so what we got going on right here, all along this wall, is a story that I've been wanting to tell for a long time. It's a sketch that's been sitting in my sketchbook. Basically, I mean, a story you might have heard before, but ideas, you know, thinking outside of the box. A lot of people's ideas are really boxed in, you know, ideas, of course, being represented by light bulbs in this case. And I decided to switch up the sketch a little bit. When I put it up on the wall, there's actually like little characters that represent the ideas that break out of the box. And so when they're inside the box, there's still just a light bulb turned off, of course, you know, no light shining. But when they bust out of the box, they become, let's say, full of life, you know, flying around, smiling, talking, interacting, you know. And so what you have here, the theme is based off of this one character. This character is the king of this wall right now. He's holding the paintbrush, and through the paintbrush, out of the paintbrush, comes many ideas. Thought bubble, maybe hard to see it, you know, with the lighting, of course, but the thought bubble will have an idea inside, you know, the king's ideas. Everything roots from the king. From the king. King with his crown. How I got started in art, I guess I was born with a paintbrush in my hand, you know what I mean? In the womb with a pencil drawing. My mom got irritated, so she was like ready to have me. But basically, how I got to where I'm at today, I started off, you know, just scribbling, of course, like any other artist, you know, any other baby. And my uncles got a hold of me. Two uncles, Paris Anderson and Dale Ching Jr. Man, my favorite uncles, you heard it. But basically, they got me started with comic book art, you know, all the Marvel characters, Spider-Man, you know, DC characters, Batman. It was really just inspirational to me just to see these characters coming to life with the pencil and the paper. It just seemed so vivid, so enthusiastic to me. So I decided to take up comic book art. This was, of course, in the Bay Area, you know, my hometown of Hayward. When I moved to Stockton, you know, there was a whole nother form of art that I had not really looked into yet, which was street art, graffiti, of course. And so, picked up a spray can, did a few things that, you know, I don't want to talk about, but it was a good deal. You know, I learned a lot from it. I gained a lot of different, you know, styles, a lot of different shapes put into my work. Then from there, moved to Sacramento, attended the Art Institute of California, Sacramento, like I said. I learned how to do characters, you know. I mixed in the comic book art with the graffiti and came out with something that I like to call Bamr style. And so with Bamr style, what you see on the wall behind me and what's about to be painted is a mixture of all mediums, basically. Bamr style. Bamr style is kind of hard to describe. I hate to put myself into a box. Most artists hate being put in a box. Some call it urban, some call it street art, you know, whatever you want to call it, contemporary, whatever. For me, it's just taking everything that I've experienced in life, you know, everything I've been surrounded with, the Hispanic culture, the African American culture. I'm Creole myself, so I have a Creole background, you know. But if you look closely at all of my characters' faces, they're really stylized. They have features that are something like a mask. You might look at an African mask or an Aztec mask and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I would like to say that my work is really cultured. It's, like I said, me soaking up my surroundings. California, real culture place. Visit if you get the chance, if you're not already here. But basically, that's what Bamr style is. Just taking everything around me and mixing it all into one. That's it. About to get started.
1 2 1 2 زندگی اینه حقیقت خلاقیت
Yeah, it's the beginning of an era. High socks spitting that new age. A birthday for the wordplay. Piece of cake, easy. While the industry craft singles, cheesy. We making that music, old school 70s, mixed with the newness of Pro Tools pleasantries. I canvassed and all I found was fake stuff. We the only group making music with a paintbrush. Yeah, in our mind is art. In addition to that, yours is mine is art. The flow is off the wall. You're listening to ceiling. Matter of fact, you're looking at the 16 and 16.
Vérité, générosité, devoir, c'est comme ça ma vie. Vérité, générosité, devoir, c'est comme ça ma vie.
Hello, speak sense like a prophet, I'm beyond paid. Bring change to the game like an arcade. I love a hover similar to Beyonce. Run circles around squares, y'all in bad shape. I gave up the gold diggers for a short dime. The Lord transformed me in my Optimus Prime. Now I walk by faith, yep, it seems backwards. I drink of his blood, homie, with no fear factor. In my book of rhymes, you might find a chapter on how to be an activist, artist, and actor. Like Lauryn Hill, I love those miseducation songs so much I got dumb flow.
Dumb flow, bringing it to your block, Matumbo. I suggest you stay in your lane or get dunked on. The Tyson of writing, rappers getting munched on. Dama of the genre, eating rappers for lunch homes. I don't even unwrap them, I'm eating rappers for lunch homes. Now I need a Heimlich on my esophagus. Ate so many choke artists, ended up vomiting. Now everything that I'ma spit got your mama sick. My gosh, it's making you nauseous. Four-headed monster, that's what high sock is. Hungry as a plastic hippopotamus. Headed straight to the opposite of where the bottom is, I promise this.
Joke, boamu, molonga, longe lami lini joke, boamu, molonga.
I see hands high, Swoop must be in the building. Susie Rocker JR must be killing. Y'all want some more evidence? We in the building, huh? Cause y'all missing the ceiling. Hang it up, I wanna call you bluff. So many weak lines, I wanna call you months. Y'all bite and still suck vampire stuff. Your movement went flat, just retire cuz. Check for smoke in the speaker, this is fire, bruh. That's why the screaming sample sounds like a fire truck. As much as you lie, you should be king size. We make a sad clock smile in the meantime. Metaphor crazy, I'm just an MC. I try to kill every track, I write eulogies. Let's celebrate the birth of a new team. Praise God, here's your sweet 16.
Brother, we will take gunshots.
Yeah. 10 toes deep. 10 toes deep. Yeah. 10 toes deep. 10 toes deep. 10 toes deep. 10 toes deep.
PleasureBeats.com.
Yeah, we walking 10 toes deep. That's why my clique goes up. Rockin' RMG, still got that reach in the car. We run like 4 flat tires. In this race, we running. Y'all set that bar to the sky. When we set that bar to the sun, we walking 10 toes deep. That's right, my clique goes hard. Rockin' RMG, still got that reach in the car. We down like 4 flat tires. 4 flat tires. 4 flat tires. 4 flat tires. Yeah. Let me talk to him. Who can pluck us out his hands? None of y'all. I'm so secure up in this, I ain't stunting y'all. I ain't self-made, I'm self-paid. More than some blood, sweat, and tears is what the deck gave. This is what you get. My squad is authentic. We nailed down to this cross, pulling out splinters. We all teared it up. We brought back. Alright, we called it Jug Redemption. Bring it back, ain't talking no wax. We sparking flames in the hood. Used to that first 48, so we tried to show them what's good. Come sip that water we drinking. It'll make your life so rich. Cause in hell it's too late where dehydration exists. So we hit in every block with a little pop. Now we got a Glock, hit him with the rock. Gotta give him what they need, it will never stop. When the city drops, when the city gotta be the further demolishing anybody who is understand. Better get low to the flow, nigga, this is the gouge all I see. Just how I never spend so we living in a dream. And I pray y'all wake on this team. That's why I'm 10 toes deep. That's why my clique goes hard. Rockin' RMG, still got that reach in the car. We down like 4 flat tires. In this race we running, y'all set that bar to the sky. When we set that bar to the sun, we walking 10 toes deep. That's right, my clique goes hard. Rockin' RMG, still got that reach in the car. We down like 4 flat tires. 4 flat tires. 4 flat tires. 4 flat tires. Yeah. 10 toes deep. 10 toes deep. 10 toes deep.
sure you shoot for the moon. Make sure you shoot for the moon. So you can land on the stars. So you can land on the stars. And they gon' know who you are. 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 Make sure you shoot for the moon. Make sure you shoot for the moon. So you can land on the stars. So you can land on the stars. And they gon' know who you are. And they gon' know who you are. And they gon' know who you are. And they gon' know who you are.
Listen up, boys and girls, once upon a time lived a Chinese kid, they told him he couldn't rhyme. There was only one thing that was steady on his mind, that's to try and get signed, so he got heavy on his grind. Sharpened up his skills, macheted every line, put 110% into it every time. Made it to the finals but never obtained a ring. If he could go back, he wouldn't change a thing. Seen the ups and downs, not nervous, don't regret it. Cause when you're flying high, turbulence is expected. Why continue? Only he knows the real reason. 10 years in the game and guess what? He's still breathing. You may think otherwise, some say he's a success. Either way, he just knows overall that he's been blessed. Who's the Chinese kid? You already might have guessed. They say you live and you learn, time to put it to the test.
Make sure you shoot for the moon. Make sure you shoot for the moon. So you can land on the stars. So you can land on the stars.
Man, he's like you had practice with that spray print, my man.
And that's it. Alright, so we're here at the famous Mr. Jamel George's condo here in Sacramento, California. Just wrapped up what I believe to be one of my best pieces yet. I would like to call it the King's Ideas, simply for the fact that there's a king in the picture holding a paintbrush, and out of the paintbrush is an idea. You know, a thought bubble with a carrying idea, basically. So what this piece is all about, it's all about being a king of the medium. The paintbrush could be replaced by your imagination with, say, a microphone or a basketball or anything creative, whatever. Just come up with something. But basically the ideas are rooted through the tool, you know, through the medium. And, you know, you can be a king of the medium, like I said before. In this case, the ideas are represented by light bulbs. The light bulbs, some of them, as you can see, are trapped inside of boxes. The message here is think outside of the box. So these light bulbs, you know, trapped inside of boxes, barred, they have a hard time getting anywhere because they're stuck inside the box. Now, once the ideas break free from that box, when you think outside of the box, you get these characters. You know, the ideas become so full of life. They're floating. They're happy. They're full of expression and joy, and they're alive. The ideas come to life, basically. So thinking outside of the box brings ideas to life. You know, that's the key point here. That's the message behind this entire piece. So that's a wrap. I'm Bamr at Jamel George's crib, Sacramento, California, repping.
Make sure you shoot for the moon. Make sure you shoot for the moon. So you can land on the stars. So you can land on the stars. And they gon' know who you are. 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 Make sure you shoot for the moon. Make sure you shoot for the moon. So you can land on the stars. So you can land on the stars. And they gon' know who you are. And they gon' know who you are. And they gon' know who you are. And they gon' know who you are.
I know you got dreams that you've been chasing for a long time. You've been waiting, but it starts to feel like such a long line. Before you know it, it becomes a love-hate relationship. Only just a few things that you can be